What's up, YouTube? We're back at it with another video, but today's video is going to be a little bit different because we've never made a video about, drumroll, No Man's Sky. The Origins update just came out and we're going to cover it in detail, mix in some gameplay. Let's go. All right, here it is. No Man's Sky Origins, baby. But before we jump into the juicy content of this video, I do want to say that I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Feel free to stop on by if you want to talk No Man's Sky or really anything else. Come join a great community. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. First things first, of course, they had to add new planets to be explored and discovered. So get out there, find the new ones. I know I'm going to try to. Next, binary and ternary stars. So now you'll have multiple stars you'll see in the sky. A reoccurring theme for this Origins update is a lot of aesthetic and visual improvements, from adding new stars, landscapes, buildings, which you'll see further and later, to aliens, robots. So I don't want to spoil anything, but expect more of things like this. Here we are again, landscapes, aesthetics, more on that same theme. You know, not much to say here besides just get out there and explore. All right. On that same theme of adding to the visual, they added, and improved the user interface, as you can see here in this video, between, different colors and styles added in the background here. But also in the background and, your menu in the game itself. Also, in your scanner, and while looking at your different exosuit, starship, or multi-tool, the background again along with the colors. So just more to appreciate on a micro scale. Richer diversity. So again here, they added more to be seen, more to appreciate. So between new plants, you'll see later too, new aliens, and even maybe robots might be coming in here, but that's getting ahead of myself a little bit, so I'm getting a little too excited. But they added more combinations of different things to be explored, seen, and appreciated. But here was that previous spoiler alert that I gave out ahead of time. But again, new aliens that will appear on the different planets to be discovered, scanned in, and potentially even harvested to eat. Yum, yum. All right, here's something that I definitely look forward to seeing and already appreciate is cloud rendering. So they've improved the way that clouds load in so that there's high contrast or more granular detail to the clouds, as well as planets you can see while looking into the sky. Here's a good video. Didn't even have to make my gameplay. They saved me some time here of getting a shot of the clouds. Just look at that. Come on, y'all. Imagine games 10 years ago and what they look like compared to these clouds. Breathtaking. All right, so marshes. They've added marshes in again, more on that landscape theme. With thickness and different plant and fungal growths. Just be on the lookout for this on the planets that you're discovering because it is new. So here again, more is on the aesthetics. So they added a different or increased palette of colors to be added to that random generating formula that's used for creating planets to the different ecosystems on those planets, allowing for more variations to be discovered. Just look at that. Woo! Here's another thing on, user experience is that they've improved another interface. So not only the styles and the colors of the UI that we've seen before, general UI, but now obviously with the teleporter, it has improved it to make it easier to not only select where you're going, but to see where your options are on where you may be able to teleport to. Here's another thing that I think all of us No Man's Skyers will like is photos, just because again the game's so focused on visual aesthetics, exploring new random combinations to share with your friends or to share with your fan base. And they added new filters to be able to take pictures in a different lighting or color contrast. So get out there and have fun with this. So here's the thing that I actually was able to get in there and find myself was the colossal buildings. And let me tell you, they're quite impressive and massive, as the name alludes to. You got to get out there again, find these planets, get out there and just go and discover, because a lot of this stuff is, well, one, obviously new, but two, just breathtaking, I would say, and just super awesome. So along the same line of the colossal buildings, they obviously have added, some different histories to go with these buildings to appreciate from the ancient civilizations that might have inhabited these buildings at one said time. But again, just go out and find them, look at them, discover them, because there's a lot to be seen here. Along the lines of new planets and new aliens, but you also have new plants and various growths that you'll be able to discover, see, view, and along the same lines, you're probably going to get me tired of hearing the word, but appreciate. So here again, more color contrast along those lines, with adding different combinations of lighting situations based on, again, the environment, the ecosystem, time of day that you are in or visit these planets. So we obviously visited the colossal ancient buildings earlier, but there will be other ancient buildings to be discovered and search in of it aren't of the colossal version. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but get out there and go discover them, because there's good stuff to be had in these buildings. All right, this gets to the juicy part that I'm really excited for. It's all the environmental additions that I don't even know what else to say, but we're just going to talk about them. So here, obviously, volcanoes, they're active. I'm just excited to find one and look into it myself. But, whoo boy, this is a big update with a lot of things to be appreciated across the No Man's Sky realm. Along lines of fire, you can even have the surfaces be on fire from the different storms that interact with the world now. And just look at that fire, guys. Here's more, obviously, of the storm gameplay effects. And obviously, based on the storm that you're in, it's going to interact with your exosuit and might enable different effects on your multi-tool technology. So obviously, as you can see here in Blizzard, you might be able to mine for longer with a cooled mining beam, sprint further in toxic storms with an exosuit gas improvement. But again, I don't need to read for it word for word, but just keep that in mind as you're searching through these new environments. Here we got new items in crafting. So obviously you can see on the bottom here all the new items, but they also increased, stack size for your commonly and frequently used items. On that same note, new caches resources may be found and dismantled into usable parts. So here again, more on the visual stunning aspect of this game. They enhance the terrain detail. Take my word for it here. They've increased the detail of the different landscapes for the worlds in No Man's Sky. So you can see here that now on your video settings, I believe it's in No Man's Sky, that you can set it to ultra, just adding that next layer of detail to the game as you play it. So now you can see, based on the planet that you're on, what you've done and what you still need to do. So as you can see here, creatures discovered, plants documented, and minerals analyzed. So it gives you more of that task-like abilities to what you may have done on the planet or still need to do. So here's another note on player experience. They've improved the portals, so that way we can explore more fluidly and there won't be any more interference. Here's another awesome thing with the environment. So they've added meteor showers. So as you can see in the video, there's meteors going on in the background, and a little early in the video you saw a meteor crashing in near this player. I'm just excited to find a planet that has this on it, and I hope you are too. Another environmental thing here, there's different gravitational anomalies, as you can see, where in that previous clip it showed the player actually floating and gravity can be reduced in these areas. I mean, just look at that, guys. Whoa! Oh boy. Oh, just because I'm a freak about these environments with storms. Another one that I'm excited. Look at this tornado. Just look at it. I mean, jeez Louise. And then they don't have a video here, obviously, but lightning will be in the game to interact with in the environment. But as it alludes to, probably want to avoid being struck. So here's another aspect to the game. Some NPC players will actually be landing on the surface and can interact with these dealers to trade with different upgrades they may have or just interact with in general. So it looks like from this update, they've added more of a drop down menu to better organize, filter, and hide visited systems. So that way, if you're trying to search and find, that there's more of an organization to it and that they're easier to find. So now you can actually upgrade your multi-tool and expand its technological capacity instead of having to go to a different space station to buy a new one and actually add slots to it. So if you find one that you visually like, you'll be able to use that and make that work for you a lot better. A lot more along the lines of life. There's new bugs, different bugs. You can see from the video here some of the beetles, and they allude to in the paragraph above like some butterflies too. So just get out there and see them, because my goodness, they put a lot out here in this update. Again, I gave a spoiler to this earlier, but there's wild robots now, so synthetic creatures that will be roaming about, milling about, that you can see, interact with, or even if you wanted to. So they improved the flocking behaviors of the different creatures in No Man's Sky, I guess to make it look more real and flock-like. Oh my goodness, this is another juicy one right here, people. There's sand worms. Now look at that thing in that video right there. I almost want to see what happens if you get in its way. Does it just kill you on impact or what? But another thing to get out there, see, and appreciate. Oh boy. That's it for this video, guys. Like I said, I was just going to cover this Origins update in detail. Well, that does it for this video. Hope you're able to get out there, explore, and enjoy all of this new juicy content that this update provided. And if you like this video, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. If you're liking previous videos or you like this video, I want to see more No Man's Sky content, go ahead and comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. So I'm making these videos for all of you. But other than that, as always, Sav out.